row number 2, Fort Dodge, Iowa's Jason Bass in the 4. The 44T from Otis, Kansas is Tanner Black.
It will be Oliver Hillard out of Hoyington Lake, Michigan in the 19H. And John Webb, Pauls Valley, Oklahoma, the 87. And Skylar Woods out of Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, the 32X.
This is Flyzak. I'm probably the only guy in the whole world that calls you that. That's why I confused Ryan before. I love it. On the back there, mate. Pay it forward. Tell me about that.
It's Grandpa Dave's sponsorship. You know, he's always got the car clean and helps us out all the time, and can't thank him enough.
Car looks mint. Love the Aspen Eye colors, and it's just a sweet looking hot rod. Are you happy with it right now? It seemed like everyone was pushing up track a lot.
Yeah, this thing turns so good. I can't thank Brand X Race Cars enough. Josh is here. Jordan, they've changed our program and helped us out so much. I've learned so much, and yeah, can't wait for the feature.
All right, so which Boone spoon did you pull out, Flyzak?
2.
Oh, you'll take that.
Yeah.
He's paying it forward, this boy. I like that. Flyzak Malakody. He got a bit of advice from Cody, but I would disregard that. I'm not sure what he knows about race cars and stuff, Cody Malako.
Welcome aboard a little My Race Pass live look in here as we come to the green flag on heat race number 14. As we will look and share them on down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be right down there, Gray Ferrando. Your race leader, Ferrando, on out front, followed by Robbie Sawyer. Then it is the 44T of Tanner Black. Working on down the back straightaway, Ferrando, followed by Sawyer and Black. Look at John Webb, the 87 car, getting a run down into turn number 4.
This is one of my favorite types of heat races, Jerry. We have 7 drivers, and they are from 7 different states across the country. We've got California and Oregon on the West Coast, Iowa, Kansas, Wisconsin in the Midwest, Michigan as well as Oklahoma. 7 cars, 7 states doing battle for 2 spots here in Heat 14. Out in front, it is Gray Ferrando from Staten, Oregon leading. Tanner Black from Kansas rides in that second and final qualifying spot.
They'll scurry down the back straightaway. Gray Ferrando out front by a 1 second advantage over Tanner Black out of Otis, Kansas. Down the front straightaway they go. Ferrando, Black, then it is Sawyer and Webb. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Magic number is 2. That's how many transfer. Gray Ferrando's got this one. Well, he's got her covered on up pretty good right now.
1 and 2 go to the A, but you have to be 3, 4, 5, or 6 to race a B main for points later, Jerry. If you finish outside the top 6, you are done for the night. You got to reload, try again tomorrow. John Webb, nice slide job on that X car of Robbie Sawyer, but Sawyer going to swing back to the inside. He'll take over that 3rd spot. Webb going to try it again. He'll drive to the inside. Now he'll slide up in front of the X. Another crossover off of 4. Webb will hold 3rd down, but he is still 1.1 seconds out of a transfer as the green went high that time by Jerry. 2 to go. Gray Ferrando, a little over a lap away from talking to Wade.
Boy, I looked over here on my left shoulder last time. I seen a lot of ferocious action. Nicky Webb cheering on John Webb. Of course, John and Nicky Webb, promoters of the Southern Oklahoma Speedway down there in Ardmore, Oklahoma. When John gets a chance, he drives of everything he can. Blew a motor up Friday at Marshalltown. They changed it. He's going to run 3rd one out, but it's going to be Ferrando, Black, and Webb, your top 3.
That will take us to heat race 15, and this will get our final 2 qualifiers for the first A-Main qualifier at the end of tonight's program. Starting on the front row from Woodland, Washington, that is the 58 of Devin Reed, and is outside from Pinocchio, Kansas, Clay Money in the 7M.
We're going to see in 3rd and 4th starting spots, it'll be Robert Avery from Des Moines, the 24A, and there's Jimmy Guston from Marshalltown in the 19 car.
In the 3 final starting spots from Lovelock, Nevada, Vincent Evenson in the 22C. From Pilot Point, Texas, Kyle Robinson in the 02. And from Lindsborg, Kansas, Curtis Barnes in the 7B. Kansas, Nevada, Iowa, Washington, and Texas all represented here in Heat 15.
Mr. Gould, this hot rod is just gorgeous.
Well, thank you. If you can't be fast, you need to be pretty.
Well, you've got the Casey's hat matches the race car. You got the gold prism lettering. Like, it's just sex on a stick.
Yeah, it really is. And before I got in here, my wife says, you know, winners get sprinkles, so I tried to go extra fast.
For your cupcake, I assume, is what you're talking about. Good. What did you pull? Which Boone spoon?
We pulled the 8.
You're not going to get sprinkles pulling an 8.
Yeah, but we won't finish there.
Oh, I like that. Hey, I went and checked out the 21 car up close before, the Suniski car. Holy goodness, Jerry.
Yeah, I thought we were having a problem with the Jumbotron because we need to go down the back straightaway, and the two light poles would hit it. That thing would just go flash.
It
And
was
I'm
like
what is that?
so many different colors when you look up close. Check my Facebook story. Wow.
Speaking of poles, you said there were 12 poles in the infield. There are actually 14 poles in the infield.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Off the top of turn number 2, it is Clay Money leading down the back straightaway. That Jammer going to slide down, draws even up in front of Money for the race lead. Wheel to wheel off of 4. The Jammer on the top side leads lap 1.
Boy, howdy, that was a double jar of being jammed up and jelly tight for Clay Money there. Back there off of the west end as it was the 19 car of Gustin. Rip snorting down there into turn number 3 and 4. Off of 4, down the front straightaway, Jimmy Gustin, Clay Money, 1 and 2.
Devin Reed, Kyle Robinson, Robert Avery, Curtis Barnes, and Vincent Evenson on the outside looking in right now. Wade, you may need to get the duct tape ready again. The Jammer out in front of this one. We're still early, but he's looking awful good behind the wheel of that 19. He's got a 5/10 of a second lead, half a second lead. Now 3/4 of a second advantage over Clay Money as he heads him off at 2.
I think Jim may have given Jimmy a heads up on the interview process down there. Oh, down into turn number 3 and 4, it's going to be Jimmy Gustin, your leader, down across the strike. It's going to be followed by Clay Money, and it's going to be Reed, Robinson, Avery, Barnes, and Evanson is down the back straightaway. Next time by, it'll be 5 laps down, 3 to go for jamming Jimmy Gustin.
Gustin trying to extend that lead to over a full second as he heads down the front straightaway. He got the job done, added 2/10 of a second to his advantage, 1.2 seconds almost. His lead over Money. Second and a half back from Money is Reed. Reed still trying to hold off Kyle Robinson for a pole position start in a B main a little bit later on, and to earn more points for finishing 3rd as opposed to 4th. Green flag going high to the air, Jared, just 2 to go. 1.5 now. Gustin down the back straightaway.
Jimmy Gustin going to bring it on down to the white flag and 1 circuit remaining. Gustin there in the 19 car. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Jimmy Gustin, your race leader. Followed by Money, Reed, and Robinson. Robinson and Reed got a nice little battle going back there, which is just kind of side by side, but neither one of them changing positions. Jimmy Gustin to the win. Clay Money going home in the number 2 spot.
And those will be the final 2 qualifiers for A-Main number 1. Now to start qualifying for that second A-Main later on tonight.
Let's see. Back with us this year, Richard Michael Jr. from Issaquah, New York in the 17X. And Cameron Wilson, Gainesville, Texas, the 118.
In row number 2, that's Cody Appleback from Burnett, Wisconsin in the 34, and from Mooresville, North Carolina, the 88C is Matt Crafton.
Going to row number 3, it'll be Josh Most from Red Oak, Iowa, the 1M, and the 73 from Luxembourg, Wisconsin, the Frog Station Flash, Danny Ratajczak, and his outside from then in the drag slot all by himself. In row number 4, going to be the big unit, Justin O'Brien from West Union, Iowa, the 12J.
There's some names I just like saying. Some names sound like Formula One drivers to me, Gray. You've got that Greferando. You know, that sort of exotic sounding name. And then you speak to me, and I know you're not exotic, you're just like me.
Yes, sir.
That's what I wanted to hear. Hey, your hot rod is fast and it looks sharp.
Yeah, it's a brand new car. First laps on it today, and we'll get her dialed in. She was a little off there, but we'll figure it out.
All right, so which Boone spoon did you pull out?
There was a 9 and a 14. I got the 14, of course.
Mr. Ferrando. He'll not be happy with that.
Green flag will come on out. It'll be RMJ right there to the race lead. Affelbeck down there on the bottom. Watch that 118 of Cameron Wilson down the back straightaway. Now Danny Ratajczak, big run to the outside. He'll work to the outside. Affelbeck. Oh, hang on, Danny. Gertie says, don't spin out, Dad. We got to go.
Frog Station Flash slipped off the lily pad, I think, there just a little bit. He'll tag the tail of the field, but out in front it is RMJ, Richard Michael Jr., your leader down in turns 1 and 2. Cameron Wilson still running in the 2 spot. Josh Most down low. No, Josh Most now up into that 2nd position. Wilson shuffled back to 3rd. 2 laps down as Most goes on running down. RMJ's got 1.3 seconds to do.
I've been watching Affelbeck back there. He got into Crafton down the back straightaway. Watch him down the front straightaway. Here is the big unit, the 12J of Justin O'Brien. Great Sarge shot right there into turn 1 and 2 from high atop the drone. We'll race him on down the back straightaway. It'll be O'Brien to the number 3 spot. Richard Michael Jr., RMJ, your race leader, followed by Josh Most. Then it is Justin O'Brien, and here comes Matt Crafton to the inside of Cameron Wilson.
O'Brien driving from the back of the pack up into that 3rd spot. He's got about 1.8 seconds to run into a qualifying spot. If anybody wants a yellow out there, it is O'Brien. He's going to need some help. We've only got 3 laps to go, make it 2.5 as they make their way down the back straightaway. Again, 1 and 2 go to the A, 3, 4, 5, and 6 will go to the B. Green flag goes high to the air. Jerry, 2 to go for Richard Michael Jr.
RMJ out front, the New York racer, down the back straightaway. Going to lead the field into turn number 3. Richard Michael Jr., your leader. Going to see the white flag, 1 to go. Get to make a trip to New York here in a couple weeks. Going to take my first trip to Utica, Rome for the NY Penn Series up there. Looking forward to that trip. You want to go along?
When is it?
In 2 weekends from now.
If I go to New York, I'm not going to the racetrack.
Checkers out, RMJ and Josh Most, 1 and 2. They will advance on. Then we'll see heat race number 17 coming to the Speedway. Mitch Parmalee, Hillsboro, Missouri, the 31P, and Chris Abelson, Sioux City, Iowa, the 1X machine.
In row number 2 from Green River, Wyoming, that is Braxton Yeager in the 33BY, and from Peoria, Arizona, the 66B, Brandon Eichelberger.
Then we'll see the final 3 starters, the D7 of Myron DeYoung, Crystal, Michigan, Zach Vanderbeek, New Sharon, Iowa, the 33Z, and Brandon Lehman from Roland, Iowa, the 164.
Before we head down to Wade at DQ in heat race number 12, Anthony Roth, the 60 IV, DQ, no slack in right front chain limiter.
Hey, I got a new system, boys. Hey, Jimmy, congratulations. You have to write down your answer. Just write it down. Come on, write it down.
I don't think you want to do that either,
I just want to
Wade.
say hi to my daughter Adley Gustin back at home and her friend Bryn Vince Washington and Joe Miller home. And my wife's going to be in the bleachers with a quilt. We're trying to raise some money for a friend that lost a foot. So if you find it in your heart to buy a raffle ticket for that quilt, that'd be awesome.
Go on, write me down something nice. Here we go. That better not start with C.
That's where I roll off, P9.
P9.
Now
You know what he said to me? He goes, I'll behave. I need to say some stuff.
I won't say any bad words or nothing.
Wow. See what we did to him? Is that a victory for me?
I think he's been reformed.
Yes, like I
He just
said,
reformed Jimmy Gustin.
I think,
I won't say any bad words or nothing.
well, he didn't say nothing until he said nothing. On down the back straightaway, it is going to be that hot rod looking 1X, a Sioux City excitement. Chris Abelson, followed by Mitch Parmalee. Mitch Parmalee right back there, the 1X, or the hot rod right down there. 31P out of Hillsboro, Missouri. Yeager's coming.
Lap number 2 this time past the starter stand. The 1X of Chris Abelson, Mitch Parmalee 1 second behind him. Right behind him, though, Braxton Yeager started in that 3rd spot. Would love to advance 1 position to race his way into the A main qualifier. And look at this battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Trying to solidify starting spots. The B main a little bit later on. He finished last in this one. You are done for the day. Oh, look out. Parmalee goes around in 2, and the field's going to sneak by him.
They'll hurry off at turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Parmalee, we'll see if, I believe he's back under the tires. Yes, he does. He backs it on up, staying to the green flank, being a good sport. Says, I know it's spun out. I don't want to ruin anybody else's deal. Let these boys race it on out. Chris Abelson, your race leader, Braxton Yeager, in the number 2 spot.
5 laps down, 3 laps to go. Myron DeYoung now up into that 3rd position, but he trails a qualifying spot by just shy of 1.5 seconds. That looks like it's much of a straightaway, over half of it. Abelson going to lead it with a green high this time by courtesy of Nick Brooklander. We got 2 laps to go.
The work on down. Tim Lacrosse along with Benji Lacrosse tuned in at home watching on a little Facebook Live look in as they see the 1X of Chris Abelson make his way down to the white flag and 1 to go.
1 lap remaining here in heat race number 17 of 30. Abelson 1 second ahead of Yeager and looking to roll from the front half of that second B or that second A main qualifier a little bit later on. That is a sharp looking race car. Off of 4 checkers fly, Sioux City Excitement makes it into the A main along with Braxton Yeager.
Wade's going to be confused when he looks at Abelson and sees
That is pretty.
That is a gorgeous car. When he looks at Abelson and sees Chuck Norris climb out of that thing. Here we go. It's going to be the 18th heat race. Jeff Bodendorfer, Waterford, Wisconsin, the 95, and Jeff Rea out of Portland, Michigan. Jeff Rea out of Portland, Michigan, the 12 Double J.
In row number 2 from Thorndale, Texas, that's Chris Morris in the 94, and from Kannapolis, North Carolina, the 813 is Griffin Taylor.
Final 3 starters going to be Trent Loverud from New Ulm, Minnesota, the 11, the 2B of Robert Moore from Maxwell, and Jeremy Mills, Clear Lake, Iowa, the 10.
This will be Richard Michael Jr., as I heard you call him, Ryan, RMJ. Sweet looking sled you got here, sir.
Thank you very much.
Obviously, you're fast. Are you happy, or are you going to make some tweaks?
Well, we only run this car once in a while, and ran it over to Marshalltown. That was the second time all year, and weren't very good over there. Came here, made the prelude, and weren't very good there. Weren't happy with it, and made some big changes with it, and it seems to be better now.
All right, which Boone spoon did you pull out, RMJ?
Number 7, lucky number 7.
Spin it upside down. Take off the little thing on the bottom. It's a number 1. Good luck.
Yeah, I wish. Thank you.
Off it to
I can't.
You can't do it. That still counts because you embarrassed yourself. I should count that for 2 because you did it on Facebook.
Sean Berrigan says, keep it live. I'm cheap and hanging out with my modified in Sergeant Bluff. Yes, both of those are true, Sean. I understand.
You know, Jerry, I'm pretty impressed through the first 3 days. That's only the 5th time we've had to suffer through your Tiny Tim and experience your Tiny Tim. Heat race number 18. In-car camera, Trent Loverud, New Ulm, Minnesota. That is the AFCO in-car cam as we go to green. Trent Loverud inside that second row, kind of hung back there a little bit. We'll see if he can get up to speed. Bodendorfer, the hole, going to get sideways off of 2. Here comes the field down the back straightaway.
Boy, look at that. Griffin Taylor got up there deep under the skirt. Here comes the 11 of Loverud. Loverud going to run her on down there, give a little right side romance to Bodendorfer. They'll work down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be the 11 of Loverud up there, your race for the number 2 spot. But it is still that 12 Double J of Jeff Rea out of Portland, Michigan.
Michigan leads Minnesota down into turn number 2. Bodendorfer, Wisconsinite from Waterford, Wisconsin. Iowan Mills goes 4th. And Taylor out of North Carolina runs in the 5th spot. So we've got 5 states represented among the top 5 here. Top 2 trying to check out Jerry. 12 apparently does come before 11. It's Rea and Loverud, 1 and 2.
So down the back straightaway, 3 wide right there, Robert Moore. Then it is Taylor and the 10 of Mills. They'll work them on down the front straightaway. Jeremy Mills going to work it on up there. Still out front is that 12J of Rea. The 11, we're going to go on board with Trent Loverud, and we're just going to let you look and listen to what it's like for a couple laps here at Boone.
White flag coming out, Jerry. 1 lap to go here in heat race number 18. Rea and Loverud 1 and 2. Loverud with a run now down the back straightaway. Can he make it happen here off of 4?
We'll find out. Loverud going to come to the outside. Not going to happen. Rea with the win. Loverud going to the number 2 spot. Robert Moore parks into the Crete on the back straightaway. It will be heat race number 19. Going to be Dustin Wilward out of Dubuque, the 7D, and Jace Witt from Hamilton, Missouri, the 26.
In the second row from Corpus Christi, Texas, Bill Pittaway in the 37. And from Indianola, the 28K is James Reichert.
Final three starters going to be the 87N. That is Joel Bashore from Boone, Dan Wagner from Sioux City, Iowa, the 17D, and Corey Ray, Trenton, Missouri, the 69N.
Boy, you were right about Chuck Norris. Congratulations to you, mate.
Thank you.
This is stunning. I mean, one of the prettiest race cars we have here, mate.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a late in the season and it still looks gorgeous. Do you pretty it up just for Super Nationals?
No, we prettied it up just for Super Nationals.
I like hearing that. Which Boone spoon did you pull out, sir?
Number 11, so we got our work cut out for us in the feature.
If anyone can do it, it's the Texas Walker Ranger, Walker Texas Ranger, right? We know that Chuck will get it done.
Hopefully.
Good job, mate. Good luck to you. Gee, that thing is so pretty. It's incredible, isn't it, guys? Late in the season like this, and guys still making a big effort to make their hot rod looks pretty for Super Nationals.
This is the grandest of stages. And how's Facebook going down there, Jerry?
I believe this might be our last one that we're giving you live, unless you do exactly what I told you.
Oh,
Check my comment.
Now, here we go. Heat race number 19 is underway.
boy.
Man, Wilward gets a little squirrely over there in turn number 2. That allows Jace Witt to take advantage. He'll lead him around the top side at turn number 4. 3 deep stair-step formation off of 4. It is Witt and Wilward. Wagner 1, 2, 3.
Oh, mama. On down the back straightaway, and it's going to be Jace Witt out front there.
Little queen there.
Whoa, White Castle. Oh, doctor. Oh, goodness. Joel Bashore gives the 17 of Wagner a shot and says, dude, if you're going to make it happen, you got to make her stick. On down the back straightaway, going to be Bashore, the mongoose on the prowl. Working on down there. It's going to be Joel Bashore taking a peeky poo on the bottom. Corey Ray, he's back there in the 69 going, what have I got myself into back here deep in the field?
And if you are watching at home or here at the track, we are going to skip the next farming session. We're going to run on through. So keep yourself right where you are seated. 2 Stock Car Bs, the 2 Stock Car A qualifiers, and 2 more Stock Car Bs yet to come before we bring the tractors out. 4 laps down, 4 laps to go. It is Jace Witt, Dustin Wilward 1 and 2. Terrific battle for that 3rd spot. Bashore, Ray, and Pittaway go 3, 4, and 5. 3 laps to go, this time by Black Flag coming out now.
Ooh, I believe that's for Wagner, the 17. You go check on that. Might have been for that slider here a couple laps ago. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Working on in, down the front, flat tire there. Cannot race on a flat here at Boone.
2 laps remaining. The white flag is going to replace the green. What a great battle out in front. Jace Witt, here comes Wilward, here comes Bashore. Top 4, nose to tail. They're going to head into turns 1 and 2 one final time. Bashore and Ray going to drop to the low side of the speedway while Wilward and Witt race away on the top side. One last shot. They'll work low and high off of turn number 4. Checkers fly. Dustin Wilward races to the heat race win, and Jace Witt will join him in the A qualifier. Heat race number 20 next to the speedway.
Gonna be Trevor Fitz out of Marshalltown, Iowa, the 28, and Richie Gustin, Gilman, Iowa, G Money there in the 19G.
Row 2 from Pella, the 127 is Drew Jansen, and to his outside from North Sioux City, South Dakota, Jason Schneider's in the 44X.
Then we will see the 428 of Tyson Keeney out of Hot Springs, Arkansas. From Winnemucca, Nevada, the 00 is Corey Sample. And then Ryan Gilmore, Springfield, Missouri. Like we said, we are going to forego the next farm session. We will forego it. We're going to go right into our next 10 heat races.
Nope, we're going into 2 B mains for stock cars, then the 2 A main qualifiers, and then 2 more stock car B mains.
Wow.
Someone is valve bouncing down here in that 87.
Yeah, I think it's Joel Bashore. He was up on the tater chip.
He's up there going,
No, it was not like that.
That wasn't his mum. That was different. Hey, Jeff, congratulations, mate. They held you there for a while. I was a bit worried.
Yeah. We got to do trimming on the door, but other than that, we passed.
Yikes.
you know, this is the second time I've been sitting here in the last 3 years, and it's pretty exciting. Besides, last time I drew a better draw than I did tonight.
What did you draw tonight, mate?
We drew a P14, so we got a lot of work to do.
I have faith in you, Jeffro. Get after it, brother.
Performance speed shot will bring them down to turns 1 and 2. 3 wide right out of the gate. They'll battle for the race lead. Looks like Gustin off the pace. Look, how we got one upside down on the back straightaway.
Red flag is out. We are red. Getting the word over there underneath turn 2, Ryan Gilmore talking with officials. Not what we wanted to see here. Ryan Gilmore upside down, but helmet is off. Give him a nice round of applause. That's all he's getting for his efforts in this heat race. So Gilmore out of the love machine over there. So we'll take a look here at our Longacre instant replay. Watch this. Gustin break. Something broke on the 19G car. Then you're going to see the 00 sample get in there. Then it's nowhere to go for the 27 of Gilmore.
Well, that tire dug in when it popped down there, that left rear, and that just sent him up and over.
So Wheeling caution lights on. People wonder if Nigel's awake. They are an hour ahead of us out there in Jersey.
Yeah, they are. Oh, I bet he and the wife are out partying.
Yeah, it is hump day. I bet him and Marge are out partying.
This is race number 56 of 78 tonight, so just 22 remain on our Wednesday.
That's Jamie Sherm.
Well, we can't stay. That's why we got to work through the farm session. We don't want to stay with Sherm.
Yes. All right, here we go. Going to take this one to a 5-pack. And I am being told through the voices in my head that this is
another Tiny Tim here. My goodness.
Whoa, easy sample, easy. Where is sample going?
Forward.
Well, but he got in there, and I think he got into somebody while he was powering back. Now we'll wait for the field to catch him. Thought it looked like maybe, yes, he's got damage to the left front on that.
Oh, that looks like fun. Yikes. Is he going to run it?
Well, yes.
This could be like cars. You know how you got to go right to go left?
Yeah, right now the right and the left are going right and left.
It's a punter front end, one each way. This ought to be interesting.
Here we go. Trevor Fitz and Speed Snyder's up there on the front row. Green flag comes out this time. It's going to be on down into turn number 1 and 2. T Fitz right there in front of Speed. Speed's going to find some speed down the back straightaway. Speed Snyder, the North Sioux City, South Dakota racer. Down on the bottom, but it's T Fitz up on the top. Here comes the 1-2-7 of Drew Jansen.
Drew Jansen going to go top shelf down in turns 1 and 2. He'll draw to the outside of Schneider's for that second spot. Not going to get it done, though. They'll tuck back in single file formation. Still Trevor Fitz out in front. Jansen one more time to the top side off of turn number 4. Good head of steam down the front straightaway. Trying to steal that second and final qualifying spot away. Thought maybe he was going to cross him over. He's going to try to get the job done. Kind of a late decision on his part, Jerry. Jansen down low. Schneider's up top. Slider coming off of 4.
Drew Jansen right there to the number 2 spot now. It's going to be the 28 machine of Fitz. Down the back straightaway, it's T Fitz, followed by Drew Jansen. Into turn number 3 and off of turn number 4, it's going to be Fitz, Jensen, Snyder, Sample, and the 28 machine, the 428 of Tyson Keeney.
Well, Jansen's up into second, but he's got a second and a quarter to run down or to build or to make up on Trevor Fitz. He's only got 3.5, now call it 3 laps to get it done. Fitz now, his lead over Jansen is 1.2 seconds, so Jansen not gaining too much ground. Still locked into the A, though, as Fitz will lead him off of 4 to the green high. Just 2 laps to go.
Off of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Fitz, your leader, followed by Jensen, 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway they will go. It will be the 28 machine of Fitz up front. White flag will be coming out this time. 1 to go. Coffee? I don't know.
I smell coffee.
You smell coffee?
Yeah.
At least you're not smelling burnt toast.
Off at turn number 4. Whoa, Fitz going way up the hill.
Yikes.
Going to hang on, though. He'll pick up the heat race win. Drew Jansen will join him in the A main. And we will then go to B main for the stock cars. We've got... Have we done 2 of those already?
I'll look here and tell you in a minute.
We have done 2 stock car Bs. We'll be doing stock car Bs 3 and 4.
So, for those of you who've been tuned in for a My Race Pass Live look-in, we do thank you all for having a good time. Hey, don't forget, download the IMCA TV app off of your iOS and Android phone, so that way you can follow along, get all the great stuff, and get subscribed to get the rest of the evening. So for those of you, thank you for being tuned on in. We're going to send her on down to Wade.
Did you hear that? Did you hear what he said then?
No, I did.
What'd you say then?
I said I could sit and listen to you guys commentate back and forth all day. It keeps us entertained for sure.
Well,
see, he's a
thank
good one.
you, Dustin. Thank you for the kind words.
He can stay. Hey, good job, Dustin. Well done, brother.
Thank you.
How's the hot rod at the moment?
It is awesome. Probably the best we've had all year. We ventured off and did some different things this year, and we've just been getting better and better every night. It's been a stellar season for us.
Ooh, a stellar season. I like that. Which Boone spoon did you pull out?
I pulled the 13.
That stellar word is it's not a word I would necessarily use.
No, it's not, but I'm in the A feature, and all we can do is go forward.
It's all about perspective, Dusto. I like that. You can go. We love you. Congratulations. We like talking in front of you. Appreciate you, Dustin. Big round of applause for Dustin Willwood, everybody.
He might be my new favorite driver now.
I reckon.
We got 2 B mains for the stock cars for points coming up, then our 2 stock car A main qualifiers, followed by 2 more stock car B mains for points before a track prep session.
Isn't it bizarre how Jimmy Gustin's like this naughty little boy that wants to come back in the classroom now? It's really,
That's so funny.
He got out of the car. He goes, no. I'll be good. I've got to say something.
Hey, Jerry, did you find those other 2 poles out in the infield?
Well, I mean, there's the flag poles.
Yeah, that's poles.
But we were talking about light poles.
You said there were 12 poles in the infield. There's a lady that
12
stopped
light
me and wanted me to
poles.
tell you that you were wrong.
Sorry, I was talking about light
Well, don't be
poles.
offended. It was funny. It was a joke. Find some humor in it.
Even I got messages about that. You know, there's 14. Rightio, 12 light poles, but 2 others, right?
We're
Did
still
you?
live.
Whoa, I just got information from the timing from the truck. They made me lie to the people. They told me to read out of Facebook, and now we're going to give them more free? I like it. One more.
One more. Just one more. It's not even a nightcap.
Is this a
time.
nightcap
No,
for the
this
previews?
Yes, this is the nightcap for the previews.
This is a nightcap for
And
the
we've got a lot of
previews.
names to read. 20 of them here. B main number 3, 8 laps the distance. Points only toward last chance races on Saturday.
Rob Brillhart, Crystal, Michigan, right there, the 77B. Jake Sacco manning out with a 14J.
Row 2 from Trenton, Missouri, the X9 is Brad Whitney, and from Cedar Rapids, the 1 is Kate Reynolds.
Going to see the 44-0 of Frank Ogden out of Coaldale, Colorado, the 33 Tim Rupp from Cherokee.
Row number 4, the M16 from Norco, California, Ron Meyer, and the 21 from Marshall, Minnesota, Jim Horsch.
Then we will see the OK Trey Klein from Schleswig and Justin Kinderknecht from Salina, Kansas, the 6X.
In the 6th row, from Horicon, Wisconsin, Jeremy Christians in the 99X, and from Grimes, the 57H is Daniel Hagan.
5H is Lance Hansen Jr., Palmer, Texas, Sippy D, Zane DeVilbiss, Farmington, New Mexico, 18Z.
5L, Dustin Larson from Rushmore, Minnesota, the 77W from Okemo, Oklahoma, Scott Wilson.
We'll take a look at Wayne Landier, Buffalo Center, Iowa, the 2, Abe Holds at 30C, Carthage, Illinois.
Wyatt Luke from Springfield, South Dakota, the 12L on the 20th and final scheduled starter. Tim Charnetsky from Denmark, Wisconsin. We've got Jeremy Christians, a past champion of this event in this B main, along with Dustin Larson. Caden Reynolds is a former all-star race winner. Jake Sacco is last year's National Rookie of the Year in the division. There's a stout field of cars here for a B main for points. Green flag is out. What's the distance?
On down the back straightaway, going to be the 77B of Rob Brillhart out of Crystal, Michigan. Going to see there. Here comes Caden Reynolds. Oh, Jake Sacco going to turn down the hill. It's going to be a 3-car slobber knocker. On down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Caden Reynolds on the bottom side. Reynolds going to let it drift to the top. Brillhart is there. The 14 JR of Sacco. Now it'll be Whitney, and here comes a big 3-way battle as Jim Horsch. Got the whole horseradish tuned up and coming up.
All right, 2 laps now scored complete, 6 laps to go. It is Reynolds out in front. Sacco runs in the 2 spot. The 77B of Rob Brillhart trying to keep pace with Sacco. He'll draw it down low, try to get a run to the inside of the 14 JR. Oh, Sacco jumped the top of the cushion there over in turn number 4. That allows Rob Brillhart to close. Whitney runs in 4th, and Horsch takes you back through 5.
They'll work it off at turn 2 and down the back straightaway. It's going to be that 77B of Brillhart down there to the number 3 spot. Put Sacco back 4. Up into the 2 spot. Here comes Jim Horsch. Horsch on the bottom, going to get the 2-for-1 special. Played a little daily double, got Whitney and Brillhart. Goes into the number 3 spot.
Out in front, still Reynolds by 1.3 seconds. Here comes the 99X of Jeremy Christians to the inside. The Lone Ranger on the low side of the speedway, and he is moving forward, Jerry. He started back in the 11th position. He is up to 6th. Now make it 5th with 3 laps to go.
That's why they call him the Hurricane, because he knows how to make it happen. He's up into the number 4 spot now. Whitney, then followed by Timmy Rupp in the 33 car. 2 to go. Green tie for Caden Reynolds, your leader.
Reynolds, Sacco, Horsch, Christians, that is 4th. Rupp rounds out your top 5. They'll run high and low off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. The race now is on for that 5th position. Rupp, Whitney, and Klein all nose to tail, side by side as they work off of 4 to the white flag. Here's the battle for 2nd. Horsch challenging the inside of Sacco.
Jim Horsch going to come to the inside of Jake Sacco for the number 2 spot. Sacco up top. The orange and silver 21, the white and orange 14. That's the battle for 2nd. Caden Reynolds there, bobbled it. Reynolds almost got her off the top. It'll be checkers. It's going to be Caden Reynolds, Jake Sacco, Jim Horsch, and Jeremy Christians, your top 4. Here we go. Points race number 4. It's going to be Brandon Chirapata, Pulaski, Wisconsin, the 33C, and Josh Daniels out of Carlisle, the 25J.
Row 2 to the inside from Sioux City. That is the 2X of Greg Peck. To his outside, the 21P from Wairika, California, Ryan Peary.
Going to be Wiener Woken from Altoona, the 35JW. The 132 of Tom Cannon from West Branch.
In row 4, the 8 is David Smith from Lake City, and from Montezuma, McGuire DeYoung in the 30M.
Going to be the 69 of Jonathan Logue out of Logansport, Iowa. Right beside him going to be the 25JS of Jared Seifert from Luxembourg, Wisconsin.
In the 6th row, we have Winton, California's Paul Stone in the 66P, and from Sway City, Iowa, the 99L of Matthew Lowe.
Then will be the V31. It's the Godfather from Fontenelle, the Todd Van Eaton Hot Rod, and David Murray Jr. Oberlin, Kansas, the 97M.
In row number 8, Mike Vandermark Jr. from Cedar Springs, Missouri, the 26V, and in the 16Z, Jeremy Zorn from Russell, Kansas.
Going to see Jerry Gifford, Boone, Iowa, the 57J, and Ryan Besaw, Umbro, Wisconsin, the 10B.
19th and 20th starters, Jason Heffley from Austin, Arkansas, the 82, and from Eldora, the 21D is Dan Drury. And Facebook, time to say goodbye, I believe, right, Jerry?
I think that's what they told me this time.
Yeah, they said it time to go, so that was your last event. If you want to see this be made, be sure to check out IMCA TV to purchase up the rest of tonight's shows. All 4 qualifying mains yet to come.
Trevor Fitz, real quick, tell me, which did you draw? Which Boone's Boone?
3 for Dale.
3 for Dale. Good work, mate. Get after it.
Thank you.
Ray for Dale, raise hail.
All right, B main number 4 underway, 4 out of 6. This is the